should have put the camera on my foot and start tapping my toe.
So, welcome back to the Black Rasslin Podcast, BRP Club 835 in the building. The other day, before the heat wave hit, the I don't know how far it hit. It was definitely up in the tri-state. Peace to anybody who made it. Talked to my mama earlier. Everybody good. Styles P was talking about, he said after August, you got a new weatherman. I don't know what that meant. I don't know if Locks is going on tour.
So,
but
that was I think that was an old clip from right before the Versus.
Oh, my fault. I'm going to shut up then. Because I saw that somebody recycled that clip.
Yeah,
somebody recycled that clip.
Timing.
It was 100% perfect climb. Because I saw it. I don't know if now that you say that, that does sound familiar. So I'm going to shut up. But I'm going to not shut up right now. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We'll talk to you in a second.
We don't know yet. I got to fight early.
After the podcast last week, was it Friday?
Friday.
It was either Friday or Saturday morning. I hit up my brother. Shouts to Math. Shouts out to Brother Fam. I was like, have y'all been seeing? I gotta check because Wayno drops. Peace to my brother Wayno. Shouts out to Wayno. For Wayno, I'll do it myself. If you want hip hop news, go on YouTube. Go check out Wayno's channel. He was dropping one video a couple days a week. He doing like 2-3 videos every day now at this point. Like he do it himself. He dropped a video where he showed it was a young boy. Young boy said, "Hey,
Mr. D pause."
Peace to Mr. D pause. Young boy said, "Hey, I know y'all say Nas is cool. I know y'all all this other stuff, but Jim Jones is in my top 5." I don't know what. Shouts out to that podcast. That podcast went dumb viral off that one clip because they was like, "What you mean?"
People like watching people be goofy. People love
they like a goofy. They love a goofy. And I mean, and the thing is, and I mean, no disrespect to dude, because he very much was. He very much is a Jim Jones fan, and he said, "Look, now I got a list. See, ain't nobody dressing like Jim Jones been, his swag, his impact on clothes."
Harlem. Listen, listen. The whole Harlem's
the dude was from Jersey. I'm sorry, but keep
MO. Going. The whole Harlem MO was supposed to be we fly song, balling, all that. You know what I mean? MVP did it better. So look,
right.
So listen, man. These niggas, man. First, all right, Jones. Like,
Kel said, "Not this."
You had a couple little moments and whatever.
But
come on, cut it out. Cut it out, Jones. Jones, cut it out. Like
what?
Your mans and them from the clique you from. Shout out, happy belated birthday, Rock too. Your man.
Happy belated, Rock. Happy belated, Rock.
Right? They already clowning you, talking about you ain't even really from Harlem, nigga. We bought you outside.
I forgot about that.
Hang on. Then you go and shoot at a nigga that they call the most. What he wrote them say about Nas? He's an argument for like doing the most for hip hop.
Yeah, from 91. When did Live at the Barbecue? Was that 90? That was a main source record. Because Jim Jones tried to say, yeah, Live at the Barbecue, that came out when I was a senior. He said 93, 94. And I said, you're lying, because that record was way before Illmatic. You didn't have Illmatic before you had that record. But keep going, mister. I'm going to keep my age a couple 4 years back.
Right, but then here's my problem. I don't even want to argue opinion, right? Because it's all opinion. There's no right or wrong with what you like.
It's a pointless argument at a certain point.
Let's talk about tangibles. Let's talk about being able to bookend your career with quality, right? With well-received projects. But like here's Nas's impact is coming in when it was very West Coasty in hip hop with an amazing album that changed niggas' pens, right?
Yeah.
Changed niggas' pens.
Low key feels like one of them things where, like, I'm not saying New York wasn't around, but like New York said, wait,
Yeah, listen, it's a very important record. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Span, the quality of his music is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That speaks for itself. Where he's regarded as an MC. Won one of the biggest battles in hip hop history.
Yes.
You got washed by the Locks on the verses.
What a great verses. I may need to run that back on the Patreon. I ain't gonna hold you.
You talking about a man who later on in his career not only is putting out well-received music, but also the stuff that he's doing at mass appeal. The Biz Markie documentary, a couple documentaries, the 7 albums he's putting out this summer, including Supreme Clientele 2, the Slick Rick album and short film that came out last week.
Victory.
Yeah.
It's a Big L album.
The Big L project. There's a De La project.
Yes.
There's a Mobb Deep project.
Yes.
There's a secret project that is just an ellipsis at the end of the ad. What I'm talking about, nigga, the way he was on the Rock the Bells and Rock the Bells tours every year and the Sugar Water tours every year. Nas is easily I don't even know if there's anyone having a conversation with Nas as the things he's done for hip hop to push the culture forward without even talking about the quality of his music.
No, you breaking it down like that. Dare I say, like, I know everybody has their individual Rushmores. For like the overall hip hop Rushmore, for this 3-decade run that he's had, from an artist with an ill pen to an executive that can help usher out some of these other projects that, again, a Big L project, a Mobb Deep project, there's a lot of stuff going on that he's kind of got his hands on, aside from the fact that he's been able to post Hip Hop Is Dead, be a Grammy winner, you know, have multiple ill projects with Hit Boy, where it's like, goddamn, I can't believe who knew that who knew that hip hop could grow up, you know, at a certain point and be able to still be ill. Like, you know, he's really, you know, paving the way for the future generation. Shouts out to Cody Dre.
Hey, shout out to Cody Dre. Hey, yo, the way this nigga Shook D was beating on Jocelyn Navarro, I wish Cody Dre was with me.
Peace to the Black Announce table. Shouts out to y'all for real. It was funny to see Jim Jones because he was on that couch talking to Jada and Fat Joe, and I respected him being like, yeah, I'm gonna put on for me. But then he said statistics. Go to the numbers, go to the Billboard entries. And then I was on Instagram, and I just kept scrolling. It was 15 posts, and they were doing the tail of the tape for Nas and Jim Jones. I'm like, brother, I'm glad he stepped away from that argument, because that was a no-win right there. When I'm just like, shout out Sloan, when you tell me, how is somebody in hip hop better than Nas, and Nas just got a whole Yamin the other couple of years ago? Like, there's nobody thought that Nas was going to be able to continue to make music that beautifully at a certain point. Because again, like you said earlier, some of them albums is back and forth. People be back and forth about a lot of stuff, but it's King's Disease, the Magic, like it's undeniable. There's been a resurgence in was it 4 or 5 years ago? Me, Math, and Fan was having a conversation about the burgeoning old man collective in hip hop, the Loxes, your Freddie Gibbses, your Griseldas, and I think honestly Nas is at the forefront of that, of being a grown man in hip hop, not having to cater to the youth, really being able to establish, it's niggas that is my age they just want to hear dope rap, and they will buy it. They'll buy the tickets, they'll buy the merch, they'll buy the albums when I start to put them out. Like, anybody concerned about what's popping on Spotify, TikTok, the Billboard, whatever, and you a hip hop fan, and you're like, I don't know where I'm at. Nas got you. I don't know if Jim Jones got you. He may got you. I know Nas got you.
Nas helping out Jim Jones right now.
Right, Nas ain't got to say nothing, and Jim Jones it's been a week. It's been a whole week at this point.
This nigga doing different shows. Funk Flex said, "I gotta cut your song off." Like,
well,
come on,
so see, the thing is, so in the midst of this, Jim Jones is part of the Summer Jam last Friday. Matter of fact, last Friday, you know, no disrespect. No. Because in previous years, I've heard a lot about Summer Jam. This year, I don't know if it was because it was on a Friday and it was taking place at the Rock, the Prudential Center in Jersey, or what. If the energy was a little different, and from what the reviews I've read, it picked up. Like, I think some of the younger cats, because it sounds like it was a bunch of old niggas that went to the Summer Jam this year, and they weren't feeling a lot of stuff that was going on until some of the more established, Ja Rule and all that was playing on. Yes, Summer Jam was definitely on a Friday, Kels, but it was some of the more established acts that picked it up. But I saw footage of Jim Jones, and it may have just been a clip of part of his show, but it seemed like nobody was responding to whatever was going on stage. And to be in the midst of a conversation where his relevancy versus Nas's relevancy is button heads, it's funny to see in June of 2025, like and it wasn't the only video I saw this past weekend.
Jones just telling us that the Coke in Harlem is great.
But no, wait. What did he say? We were talking about this before we started, before we hit record, before we hit the live. Sorry, because Jones had posted on IG about essentially saying, "Boom, y'all ain't never been this viral. Y'all don't know how to market in the new school hip hop age." And I will say, if anything, Jim Jones is proving the concept of all news is good news, like all press is good press. Because I feel like if he doesn't have an album, he gonna be putting out an album or a mixtape or something soon. He be around young niggas so much that he's at least absorbed the idea of how to drum up a conversation around yourself. He was remixing Cash Cobain songs months ago, and I'm not even saying the shit was good or it wasn't for me, but it's not too many. There's certain people in New York that like the youth are gravitating towards, and he understands how to gravitate towards certain movements. The end result is never something I'm trying to listen to, but it's interesting to see. He did drink his own Kool-Aid, huh? It's interesting to see him still operating in this type of fashion at this point in his career. Because
has he got a project coming out? Is that what this is?
He releases songs. I saw a clip of him performing on stage, and he was doing some song, and it sounded like the stuff he was talking about in his beef. Shouts out to DeAndre. He is the oldest YN. He was doing some song talking about ON may be the name of the episode. God damn. He was putting on for, I showed y'all how to dress. I don't know what the song was, but it was like, it's whatever he was rapping, it sounded like the stuff he was talking to Jada and Joe on that podcast couch a week or so ago.
I listen, I tell it every time. This nigga Joe will allow BS. Even Joe was like, "Oh, wait a second. Hold on, Jim, you tripping. Hold it."
Well, but that's the thing, right? It's like
this nigga Jada face can't hold nothing. This nigga is going to tell everything.
That's why he had to be like. But what was a gem he said though? Jada said, "Hey, in the hip hop culture, in the hip hop lifestyle, we don't honor those that were doing it before us the way that we should." And out of everything, that was the bar, because it's facts, and this situation proves it. There's too many people barking for Jimothy Jones right now.
Jimothy Jones.
People said people said they got favorite. Hold up. I'm sorry. Not to put on the spot. Miss Mimi, do you have a favorite Jim Jones album?
No, who?
ask. I had to ask.
He make balling, baby. You know what I mean? He got his legacy.
What's the Jim Jones songs, Mimi?
Ballin'.
And that even is the name of the song Ballin', or is it We Fly High?
I don't even know. How about that? Because I wasn't interested.
It may be We Fly High.
I was never interested in Dipset. I was never interested in.
It was We Fly High. It was you know how much you remember the Jim Jones song. It's MVP, like Brother Fam said earlier. MVP took the part that everybody remember, bowling, and made that a central part of his gimmick X amount of years ago. He wasn't flying.
Hi.
Ken Lou, I ain't gonna hold you. I searched Jim Jones ballin', and the YouTube that came up said Jim Jones We Fly High. It didn't even say ballin'.
Dumb, stupid. It was a dumb song. It was a stupid song. His little whatever it is that he's doing right now sounds delusional, but he actually believes everything that he's saying, which is thoroughly interesting to me. Isaac,
man. I'm sorry, Mimi. One sec. Eric Isaac is like one of the few that taps in on the Facebook every week. Shouts out to you. Happy early birthday. I ain't gonna say it on the air, but shout out to you for doing your damn thing. I'm sorry, Mimi. What you said?
Yes, sir.
I just don't understand how, like, I think fandom should be studied, because fandom really makes people feel like whatever they like. It's just something about how you feel so passionately about something that you believe it to existence. Right? Your version of what that existence
of reality.
And so he literally is on this media campaign. Like, he flipped the narrative to try to say he's making him relevant. When has Nas ever wanted to be relevant on social media? Wait,
Mimi, how long ago was it that Nas won a Grammy? It wasn't that long ago. Like, what are we? If we're talking about relevancy, like, let's be for real.
And this is, one would say, oh damn, it took him this long to win it. I think this Grammy, and this is part of the fandom, right? Because this is my reality. Winning a Grammy at the age that he won this Grammy for the title that he won that Grammy for, in the time that he won that Grammy for. And let's even talk about, because I was listening before I hopped on. I think Fam said he made a body, or was it you, that he made this body of music during a time that people like us needed hip hop or whatever. And honestly, I've felt that hip hop has been dead for a very long time. The music that has been put out since my nephew and them, and he's a millennial. Him and my niece are millennial. So this is around the what was that? The cash, the babies with the cash. What is not Cash Money, but the other ones?
No Limit.
No. What's
still Lil Wayne,
Young Money, Young Money, Cash Money.
Young Money.
That's, I think, that time of music.
The F is for phenomenal.
Was it?
Y'all go to you niggas, boy.
This was it. Dark Twisted Fantasy, all of that. It stopped there. What we're listening to right now, like, honestly, I'm giving my props to Glorilla, because I think her aesthetic has evolved, but I still don't like the music. It's still not for me.
Right.
But again, when we talked about the Texas stuff the last time, we talked about the Texas sound. I didn't realize that was like that Paul Wall era, that was a sound. And so the Memphis sound is a sound. And so I think she's sort of kind of bringing that back. But
it's a couple of them.
Nobody listening to Sexy Red. I'm not listening to no motherfucking Lotto. Like, I'm not doing that, because that's not music.
Let's not do that. Oh, we can't do that.
It's not music for me. Okay. It's not booked for
Honest comments is, well, Mimi, and I'm only asking because you're mentioning a number of artists, and there was news about her the other day. I know you rock with Nicki Minaj. Thoughts on Cardi B? Her album is finally dropping in September?
Never was a fan. I thought that it's interesting. She's a great case study as it pertains to a reality star,
yes,
a performer, like a true performer.
That transition.
I think Nicki sees Cardi in her a little bit, and I think that it goes back to the whole Lil' Kim situation. They want that acceptance. They want that recognition. And as long as you recognize that they are paying you homage in some way, just give it to them. And I never really liked that beef between Nick and Lil' Kim, because essentially, like, I don't mean to cut you off. It's handing the mic down. That's what it is.
But it also sucks that, and I mean, real hip hop heads have had this conversation for a while, but like, it sucks that when there's like the industry has to designate one woman to be on top, and when there's another woman that feels like she's bubbling up, it has to be, well, is she going to be the queen versus this person? Like, why can't? Because it's not. I mean, it's always going to be who's the king of New York, who's the best nigga in rap or whatever. But like, niggas can still coexist.
Exactly. And listen, King's Disease is a perfect example.
Go in, because me, I will say, chat. Mimi was really big on, like, we talk hip hop a lot, but Mimi was really big on all that Nas shit. When Nas was on that run with Hip Hop over the last 5-6 years, everyone in records, that was all Mimi.
Listen, I sequestered you to listening to that fucking Nas album all the way down to Baltimore.
Yes. That did happen.
And this man had A Boogie. This man had he brought back Foxy. He brought back EPMD. He brought back Eminem. He brought back the damn Lauryn Hill. He had every.
He did bring Lauryn Hill. Yeah.
He had everybody on that album, and like, not everybody, but every generation. I want to say
he was touching on a lot of people that made some noise. Yes.
I was shocked at A Boogie, and that album to me was a Bible of his life. It was a testament, I think, and it was it was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trilogy.
I like that. No, 100%. And
so Jones, kiss my ass.
I think that it almost it echoes what Fan was saying earlier, or what conversations have been about, like, Nas's true legacy, where it's gone from Live at the Barbecue to Illmatic to really, like, being, I mean, for a time where, like, Biggie and Jay-Z were having hits and rocking around, like, he was that third option. You know what I mean? He was that third person in that talk about the King of New York. And, you know, situations happen the way it happened. But, like, Jay-Z wasn't battling. No, and think about how long that beef really went. That was pre-Blueprint. And it
was
went
before we knew it was beef.
It went. You figure pre the release of Blueprint, whatever that Summer Jam was. We were talking about Summer Jam earlier. To Black Republicans. Think about how long, like, realistically, that was a deep. It was like 10 years, 10 plus. It took Jay-Z being an executive at Def Jam for them to kind of, I guess, to have whatever overstand the B-boom we about to be in the booth or whatever.
Can we be honest about Nas and Jay?
Talk about it. Yes,
they've been fine. I'm not gonna tell a lie that they was whack.
It's Black Republic. What's the other one? Hold up. Because I say Black Republicans, but because that's the one that I like more than the other one, collaborations.
But my question is, why just
Success? I didn't like Success. Listen, I do it for hip hop. No, sorry, not. Yeah, I think Black Republicans is the one. That's odd.
Yeah, listen, this is the thing. You know what would be dope if they did like a record called Mount Rushmore. You put only dudes that's on that in that conversation.
Mm-hmm.
The universal hip hop Mount Rushmore.
Yes, let's talk about it.
Well, because I already said, I think in that, I guess we'll call it the universal rap Rushmore is what I'm going to call it right now. The URR.
Mm-hmm.
Nas has got a place. Nas is solidified.
Mm-hmm.
Is Jay-Z one of those other faces?
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like everybody, there's a few people that have an argument, right? Because you're talking about 4 spots, and I feel like there's a echelon, a tier of rappers that could knock one of these dudes off. So if Nas ain't your favorite, that's okay. It could be 4 niggas. You know what I'm saying? So
Nas is absolutely not on the hip hop Rushmore.
You're also from New Orleans, so okay.
Damn! Shout out DDM, my brother DDM. Shout out.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
DDM.
It's biased, y'all, because we are Northeast based for the most part. I mean,
listen. Now this isn't. I feel like there's a universe. They universally love rappers, and there are guys who are put to a certain level. So we can't. I'm gonna be honest. Like, as dope as he is as an MC, I don't think Method Man is in this conversation.
I feel bad that I don't say Rakim is in this conversation. The universal rap Rushmore.
I would say Rakim would be in the conversation.
I don't think his Yamin is etched in the stone right now. I feel like his influence is definitely felt. One of those faces may need to be the 3 Run DMC, but I don't know.
List and in the conversation is interesting.
I'm joking, y'all.
It's a damn shame.
So because there are people. Listen, there are a lot of people that could put Wayne in this conversation.
I will say, Backstage Brawl, shouts to y'all for real. Wayne, like if Carter 6 is the only thing that knocks Wayne off of y'all list, I don't know what y'all been listening to since Carter 4. Because it's been a lot of doo-doo.
Easy F baby. Please.
It's been a lot. Dude, I'm not an alien. There was a couple of them albums. I was like, what are you doing?
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with Wayne. I personally, I've heard some very, very good Wayne verses recently. Last year or so. That Benny record, Big Dogs, is Wayne jumped off the goddamn balcony. He went crazy. Yeah. I personally feel like Wayne has a suspect pen.
Well, because the Gilly.
Gilly. And it was this first Juvie. Juvie's the only one that's official.
First Juvie. The problem is when you listen to Lil Wayne verses from around a certain time, and you go back to them DVDs and listen to them Gilly the Kid freestyles.
Squad up, Wayne.
I think that there's a conversation for Philly, maybe all up in that New Orleans flow, but damn. And Rock in the chat. Rock said Wayne not even the best rapper off Cash Money. I don't know how this may be one of those eternal conversations, I guess.
But let's hear just with us 4.
With us 4.
So DDM, what we were talking about is we talked about the Nas and Jones mess this week, and what we got back to was we didn't get the greatest records from Nas and Jay-Z together. And then my solution is to fix that is let's get a record called Mount Rushmore, where only rappers that are in a certain tier of are in the argument. You know what I'm saying? And not favorites, but universally held guys. So you know what I mean? You could only talk Jordan and LeBron and Kobe and Kareem and Dr. J. No, listen, we love you, Popeye Jones, but you are not gonna add this. You know what I'm saying? My point here is I don't want to put you on the spot. If anybody wants to jump in, who would be on this record for y'all and who would produce it?
Record for
Nas and Nas.
Record for who?
Who would be on your record and who would produce it?
It's called Mount Rushmore.
Oh, if I did an album, any rapper I want.
Only rappers that are in the
legitimate
argument of top tier rappers. Like we love. Shoot, I don't know.
Nas.
No. Not. We love.
We love Redman, but Redman is probably not the universe.
Would never be in my like Rushmore of greats through the years, like Impact and da.
The ultimate rap Rushmore,
like the Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas type of conversations.
So I'm picking the top. How many rappers I want on my record?
4.
And then I gotta pick a producer. One producer.
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
unless
Dr. Dre, and then you'll pick Dre, and then whoever really does the beat.
It'll.
Okay, so
Superfly.
If I'm picking
like
top 4 rappers that I would want on my record, it's such a loaded question because there's so many eras.
I know, right?
Yeah.
It would be Jay-Z.
I like that.
Specifically, and I'm gonna be more specific. I'm gonna put the era of that artist that I want on my record.
I like this.
So,
I like this.
2001 to 2004, Jay-Z.
Okay, I like this.
That's when I was in love.
1996 to 2003, Little Kim.
Okay, I like that.
1990. What was that? 93. 1993 era Ice Cube. And 1994 Biggie.
This is great. Who's the producers?
The Bomb Squad.
Oh my.
Oh, this gonna be this Ice Cube record.
This is America's Most Wanted. I love this. This sounds amazing.
Mimi, what you got?
I kind of like the eras, but I don't have the brain for that. So
that's fine.
I will say,
yeah, I'm definitely not doing it.
Jay.
Of course.
In My Lifetime.
Which volume? I'm kidding.
1.
Okay. It's like 95-ish. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know the year, so you're gonna have to help me with that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Foxy. Freshman year.
Around that time.
Freshman album.
Okay.
Lauren.
Obviously. The obvious time.
Yeah, there's only one.
There's only one.
You're not doing just like Water, Lauren?
I don't want like partially finished records with her.
No.
So, yeah, it's definitely first album.
Fuji Lauren.
The score.
The score.
Okay. We like in a specific era. Okay, keep going.
Does he make beats? Oh, you talking about Kanye? I'm thinking the Jeezy. I don't know why I'm tripping.
I hate to say the name, but you said it. Yay.
What? Okay.
College dropout. Put a little fun into it.
Mimi said, give me 95, 96, and 2005, 2006.
Sprinkle a little. Wait.
Okay.
Sprinkle a little Keisha Cole.
40? All right, take up.
Mimi said, I need Keisha Cole on all hooks. Anybody singing is Keisha Cole.
I knew some nonsense was on the way.
Oh my.
And my producer, Just Blaze.
I mean
18 niggas.
Just Blaze probably the one that could make it happen. At some point, it'll sound like a church.
Sounds like a crazy album.
Shit, I. This is the thing. So who said Primo? Somebody said Primo in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, somebody said produced by. I think it was Rock. Rock said produced by Primo. There was a conversation online about if there was one producer you could listen to for the rest of your life. Shout out Jay Dilla. Jay Dilla's number 2, but I think Primo's gonna be number 1. With that said, Primo's producing the album. Jeez. Shout out to Downtown Tony Brown. Shout out to Downtown. Primo producing the album.
You can listen to for the rest of your life.
Me? Yeah.
Hold on. We off on it.
No, but yes. No, 1,000%. If I would, if for the rest of my life, from, and I'm not talking about right now, from Cal at, when the hell was it Daily Operation? 1990 to like the rest of my life. If you were to sit me in a room and be like, boom, what's one thing you want to listen to? Give me 5 minutes of Premiere hooking up a beat and then just like scratching a hook after 16 bars. I'll listen to that for the rest of my life. Just like I can sit there and listen to Knife Wonder doing anything. Like I not saying I don't need words, but there's something about when Premiere hooks up a beat for me. That may just be hip hop, whether it's Christina Aguilera or Nas on it. That's it. Nas. The problem is, once Premier's doing it and then Nas is on it, it's like there's only so many rappers I really want on it. So it may end up being Nas. Damn, it's gonna be so specific. It's gonna be Nas. It's gonna be Raekwon.
Raekwon is in that echelon of MC though.
It's gonna be not. No, it's gonna be not.
The reason why I think he does is because I feel like a lot of rappers begin to emulate him first
at a certain point,
and then they teeter off to their own stuff.
Just like Jim Jones talks about styling. Like we had this conversation the other day talking about the snow beaches and whatnot.
He's
at a certain point
my style North Star. This nigga is the freshest nigga in rap. For me, he's my favorite nigga to see throw something on because that nigga be right.
Just like Carter 6, I wish he wasn't doing like Cuban Links 2, Yamin 2. You know what I mean? Like I
could be. We never know. It could be all right.
Nas, Raekwon. This is so New York. Nas, Raekwon. Give me Big L.
Rest in peace.
And give me Cool G Rap. Give me that album. Give me that album with Premier beats.
You know what the name of the song is?
What's it called?
Scare the Hoes.
Yes. Yeah. That's exactly what goes. But that's really been me.
And it's definitely a Premier joint.
It's definitely a Premier joint.
I would usually err on the side of Primo. Like works of art on that record means it's gonna be crazy.
Well, because Premier's gonna understand. He's gonna understand what to do with everybody.
Can I? All right.
What's up?
So I'm gonna go Nas. Big. Nas, Big. Because here's the problem. I'm leaving somebody off.
Right. Oh yeah. There's a ton of people that have been left off. See how nobody named Jim Jones. Shouts out Sierra.
Nas, Big, Prodigy, and Andre 3K.
Damn.
And Q-Tip does the beat.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Damn.
Because he's the only nigga I can see that can produce for all those rappers.
Well, yeah, and I mean, he pretty much... Has he done something for Outkast?
No, I don't think so.
But he pretty much does something for everybody else.
Yeah, Q-Tip is... I mean, we gonna let him live for him and whatever him and James Todd did last summer.
I never really got into that album. I ain't gonna hold you.
They didn't match.
There was a lot going.
I ain't gonna call either one of them whack. They just didn't.
I think also too, hip hop is a medium that is very ageist. It is very wave driven. It's very time driven. So once you reach a certain time and a certain age, no matter how great it is, like Slick Rick just put out a record, and I actually like it, you know. But you don't hear people talk about, hey, you hear that new Slick Rick record? Hip hop is just,
but I don't think that's the audience. I think that's more so the audience than it is the music. Like, I think that's the weird part is like who we see. I've seen a bunch of Slick Rick stuff on my timeline because of how I curate things. But I think now hip hop has gotten to the place where you got your goddamn, there should be an HUR type hip hop station now. Right? That serves a certain audience, and now it can be that. But I feel like because of maybe radio is what they call the success point, like the assumption is that rap is a young man's game, but the best music
that's what they always say. I mean, I will say in New York, I don't know how many markets have like the older rap fan radio station. Some do. I know New York because like Cypher Sounds and them, they do whole mix shows where it's like, oh, the shit y'all used to like 20 years ago, we got that going all day. I don't know how but I that it sounds like we need to break hip hop out of the we're 50 years old, but it's youth driven shit. You need to start kind of having those places for the different levels, for those different tiers, where even if it's not like at this point of the day, you're going to hear Hot 97 playing young nigga shit and they were playing old nigga shit later on. No, but like, you know, if there's a station or a spot or a website or
I feel like Shade 45 was supposed to do that.
Well, it's more. See, it's like Shade 45 play hard records, but it's weird because I'm not even sure what their specific.
There's a lot of underground random shit sometimes too.
Right, because they'll play a lot of Griselda stuff, but then they'll also play, you know, some dope 90s and a bunch of like mixtape verses.
But you're not going to get like the 19-year-old rapper who's in Philly right now, kind of just on the bubble. Like you need if you got a Static Selector cosign, and I'm no disrespect, but like, you know, it feels like there were certain pockets that fit into.
I feel like radio is not taken. Radio is not taken seriously anymore like it was. It's not a priority anymore.
Except for interviews, but
but even with interviews, it's almost like they're happy to take the interviews because it's become like that strained. I don't want to say that it's a dying industry because I feel like there is always going to be a need for it, but I don't think it's going to be. They don't hold as much weight. Like artists don't do the tours that they used to do back in the day when they were about to drop an album or they were about to do something pretty, you know, significant. And that's kind of sad.
It's not easy to do it anymore. And it's why am I spending money to send an artist on the road to different radio stations whose viewership is shrinking by the month? It's just not. No shade. It's just not those radio stations like Breakfast Club to stuff like that figured out how to bring themselves into the next era and make themselves relevant where people actually want to tune into that stuff, got the point early. But like radio now, like I remember it was a time as an artist, you would kill to get on radio. Now, because so many artists have become successful without it, and part of that is radio's fault because you had to, if you didn't have the major label or a lot of bread, you wasn't getting radio. So artists
they created their own space. Yep.
They had to find a way to make it work, and they figured out how to make it work for free in the early days. Now with algorithms and stuff like that, it's not so much. But the playing field for exposure is just so much more even. You don't have to sit and kiss DJ such and such's ass, or take this person out to dinner and all that. It's just no need to. And then hope that they play the record.
Yeah.
That's not even a guarantee. And I can remember plenty of time where people got taken advantage of, money taken, promises. They had these contests and, you can get on Rap Attack or whatever. And it was all a farce. And so
Ron Squirrel was taking niggas' money?
Always.
But what I'm saying is nobody's pressed anymore. It's a monster of their own making. And quite frankly, nobody cares. I can count on my hand how many people I know listen to the radio in the car. They listen to their playlist, their iPod. The radio now is making a good playlist. That's the radio now.
Damn.
Yeah. Listen, I talked to a friend of mine a couple years ago. They were looking to transition to it's a long running hip hop show, and they were like, "Yo, such we got such doing mixes, such doing mixes." I'm like, "Yo, how do you compete with a nigga that plays the songs he wants to hear?" You know what I'm saying? It's like, listen, I love a good, 90s hip hop running through the, memory lane. But then also I might throw on some Gibbs or some whoever, some Griselda, some whatever. I feel like everything is playlisted, right? So now
the listener has too much control.
Yeah, like what can you do differently? Like, and you gotta go back to creating those moments. Like, like I remember when Drew Hill went to goddamn 92Q and broke up all over again, and niggas ran out of there. Like those moments were always like you can't do that with your iPod, right? And I think that's dope.
But wait,
but that's speaking of what DDM was saying. That is what the Breakfast Club has been able to do to 877 cars for kids. Your car today.
But wait, to that point, isn't that what Jim Jones is doing right now?
What is he doing?
Making a moment again for a week.
That is not a fabricated moment.
No, but it's no. I'm not saying it's a great moment, but I'm saying for somebody who clearly, when he's performing at Summer Jam, who's performing at other people, don't know the song. When people say, "What's your favorite Jim Jones album?" they say "Poem." They talking about some shit from a minute ago.
Poem.
I don't know.
Was Jim Jones remake About It, or was that Cam?
That was a Diplomats. That was About It 3. That was on one of them diplomatic. They basically just rapped over the About It beat. That shit kind of hard, but it's Cam Jewels on that shit. Like, but either way, he's not making records that you're like, oh, what's the new Jim Jones? Oh, blah blah blah. Like. There's no memorable songs, there's no memorable lines. But what's going on is people are talking about him saying, boom, check my Billboard entries against Nas. I got more swag and I put more kids on how to dress than Nas. And Nas was cool back when I was a senior in high school. Like, he's been saying a lot of stuff, and because of that, Fat Joe and Jadakiss got him on a pod. He was on somebody else's pod. He's been the conversation on every rap.
And the fact that they let him they didn't light his ass up is interesting.
I mean,
you can't light guests up. You can't.
But
you gotta set him straight.
But Mimi.
I'm not saying you gotta light him up, but you can be like, really? That's what you think?
But what I'm saying, Mimi, is, and this is the thing. Just like Fam says, you can't expect yourself from anybody else. I would expect that, and I would appreciate that from a proper journalist, somebody who's like, boom, I have to ask the hard questions to get the actual conversation out there. Joe and Jada, that's his man's at the end of the day. That's all just New York people being New York. Crazy. Like, they're not going to be able to press him on them issues like somebody who should press him, because I think it's too much camaraderie.
I think they did, though. I think they did. They checked him. Well, Shannon checked him the most.
Shannon checked him the most. Jada and Joe didn't. What you about to say?
Shannon talked. No, I think, and that's why hip hop as a culture is not respected, and that's why the youngins don't even. That's why the future generations be like, "Oh yeah, y'all old heads, whatever," because there's no law and order, and it's a lot of elder statesmen out here looking like hoes. They doing hoe shit. You know what I'm saying? They not.
And that was some hoe shit. That was some hoe shit for them to go on. Fat Joe and Jada. I had more respect for Jadakiss.
You know, they not moving like the G's and lasagna. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not giving what it needs to give.
I feel you.
And for Jim Jones, no shade, but you look older than Nas. You saying Nas? If we're going to keep it a buck, you look older than Nas. And as far as Fat Joe is concerned, he looks crazy by the day. We're not even gonna get into what he got going on right now. But
hey DDM, you know, if you say Nas and Prodigy 3 times real fast, man, for pop up.
Peace with my brother. You got any thoughts on this Jim Jones Nas stuff before we get to the show, man?
No.
Good. I didn't expect. I will say this. On a night where AEW, TNA, Ring of Honor, and MLW all have shows kind of like going on at the same time, I was not expecting to do almost a whole hour on Jim Jones and Nas, but I guess that's why Black Rasslin is Black Rasslin, huh? He better not
ever let Nas get close to Chrissy. He better not ever leave them in the room alone.
I don't know what that means.
How did we get here?
I don't know, but matter of fact, let me do me a favor, indulge this old ass intro while we get our lives together and get ready for the Night of Champions. Damn, this is really a week, huh? Cuz late to work. I'm sorry.
Greetings, wrestling fans, and welcome to another action-packed card of All-Star Wrestling.
Welcome back to the Black Rasslin Podcast. If you've been rocking with us for about 54 some odd minutes, you know God is still clearly working on us. And because I'm looking at the YouTubes right now and Mooth is on my TV.
Looking for that spear. Oh, caught the trash can.
Get his finger off the button.
I'm sorry. I'll take it out of the system. He's in the trash can. Sorry. Appreciate y'all. Shouts out to the chat. Actually, let me get chat back on the screen. Thanks for y'all to putting up with my nonsense. As always, it's your boy Cal. I ain't got no title, but after this afternoon in Saudi Arabia over the weekend, maybe I will have a title. I don't know. We'll see. Here we go. As you can see, the squad was on the line, and they still here. Miss Mimi, say what's good to the people, yo.
Ding, 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 ding. Bing, bing. As we proceed
Oh shit!
to give you what you need.
Bing, bing,
BRP fuckers. We live motherfuckers.
I love this. In New York shit.
Motherfuckers.
It's New York. That's New York.
But
That's what that's main man. That's the
Not
problem.
him.
But,
I
nah,
am.
keep going. Nah, keep going.
Grease up, mother.
Wait, hey yo,
Motherfuckers.
hey.
Slide in, motherfuckers.
Hey!
Wait, what?
Well,
TDM,
please. Video.
TDM.
What's going on, y'all? It's TDM, the EST of BRP. It's BRP 50 season. I appreciate y'all.
Love you, DDM.
And I'm mad I missed last week's episode, but life happened. So
Life is life.
yeah.
Shout out, brother fan.
Hey man, shout out to the GOAT, right? And shout out to Ricky Steamboat too. Shout out to the good folks over at Fight, who
Shout
you
out.
know what I mean. The stream today is sponsored by the
That's crazy.
Pan African. You know what I'm saying?
How the fuck you got their title up on the shit?
How that happened?
How the fuck you got their title up on the shit?
Whose title is that?
That's the that's the
I
had-
dead.
I had to,
No, but
Yeah,
whose
I think
title
it was
is that? What belt is that?
that is the fight. That is the Pan African World Diaspora Wrestling Championship of the world, right, Chuck?
that
Oh,
should
Oh,
be
okay.
that
It's one of
should
the most
these.
important belts in pro wrestling. Shout out to Suge D. Shout out.
He's
to,
defending that this weekend.
Yeah, yeah. This
Yes.
nigga put. Yeah. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. This
We'll have a
nigga-
conversation.
This nigga is trying to hand out his and her. You know what I mean? Whoopings.
That's not a good thing.
I was going to say, you holding this title. That's not a good thing, brother.
Hey,
Matthew,
man, yo, Fred, 7-9 and all that.
Cal.
what's popping? What's popping?
Cal.
What's popping?
Cal, I
going
know how it feels to see him switch on you.
Facts.
Talk down on you.
It happens. Here you
When
go.
that don't go well,
Here you go.
that's when they double back to ride your coattails. Damon.
Damn.
And I brought my man back with me.
Oh, that's right. Hold up. Jesus Christ.
Downtown motherfuckers.
Let me just tell you
Tony
something
Brown
now.
motherfuckers.
Okay. That's right. All right. Listen. I'm about to get off here. I'm about to deal with this Black Rasslin thing. All right now.
Who's he talking to?
Tony.
What's going on, y'all?
Tony.
Who's he
that?
talking to?
Cal.
Hey, Drewski. I'm sorry. What's up?
Right.
Downtown.
Hey, what's happening? What's happening, everybody?
That's what
Who's you-
Hey, look to the sky, look to the
Hey.
ground.
Hey.
Who do you see?
Hey.
Downtown, showing these niggas how it's done. Letting you know who's number one. It's downtown in the house. Turn it out with Black Rasslin in the place, smacking y'all niggas in your
In the
face.
face.
It's me, and the place could be DTB, the BRP.
Hey.
Number one, not number two. And you know how the hell we do.
Hey.
Hey now. Yeah, one hand in my face, the other hand in my pocket. All right.
Yeah.
Downtown and out. That's right. What it is, y'all?
Thank you for stopping. Because that would have been crazy. It sounded like it would have went crazy.
All right. Now you got me.
Jesus Christ. Well, hey, welcome back to
Downtown.
Black Rasslin.
Downtown.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
We back.
that's right.
Flip it.
We back. We are so back.
Mm.
Once again.
Yeah,
And we about to just keep it on moving. We about to win the Night of Champions too.
Mm-hmm.
Show
We
it to
probably
him.
not gonna see.
Shit.
We probably
Night
not
of
gonna see you in
Champions.
6 months. We probably not. Gonna see you.
Saturday night main event. Evolution. All them things.
Well, yeah, let's
We about to win them all. The Summer Slams and all that.
Mhm.
I
That's
get-
right. Look at it.
let's get to
Marathon.
let's get on that. Let's get on that road to Night of Champions. I will say, I did read a report. Apparently, WWE their charter plane left Florida 5:00 Friday. They landed at some point Thursday in Saudi Arabia. So for ever since them rockets started hitting, the question was, oh shit, is WWE about to have that show? They about to have that show. Just like, I'm sorry, what you saying, Champ?
Do you know why they having that show?
Because they owe them niggas money.
I was gonna say
Tony Brown made a call. Goddamn!
I told y'all niggas. I told.
I don't have like a wait. Actually, do you know why they gonna have the show?
They have to.
Yeah. Why?
Because I'm ants. What the what? What a money reside. What a money reside. What a money reside. What a money reside.
It's that's a 10-year deal.
Hold on, one more time.
One more time. Shout out, Red.
I'm ants. What the what? What a money reside. What a money reside. What a money reside. What a money reside.
They've been out. I had to look back because I was talking. I was sitting there like, this ain't new.
Yes.
2018, they had their first show early. October that year, a whole man got beheaded over there. The next month, they said, "Oh,
we sitting right here. We right here.
We gotta why?
Because I'm ants. What the what? What a money reside. What a money reside. What a money reside. What a money reside."
You can't be surprised.
I thought I was surprised. I was surprised because I would have thought that they would have used that last example, and the backlash that they got, that they would have probably leaned away and maybe made some other concessions. However, I don't think the way they've moved on the flip side, I don't think the way they've moved in recent time that they care about their brand positioning and how they look.
No, as long as they're safe.
That was when the reporter was beheaded. It was a reporter, right?
It was a reporter that was beheaded back in October 2018. Yeah,
that was the old regime, right?
I can't confirm it.
They were in transition. They were in transition.
I can't speak 100 either way, but
they were in transition. It was that happened, and then the next week it was announced that the new regime was coming in.
I don't know what the situation is in regards to like how close things are, but again, it seemed like everybody felt it was safe enough for the whole WWE to fly out there. So that show was happening Saturday. Before we get there, though, we say DDM.
No, I wish them the best.
Again, 100%. Hope everybody's safe and able to do their damn job out there that they got flued out to do. And shit, give them a little bit of more money on the back end, something like that. It was only there's only so much I want to talk about from SmackDown. Probably one of the biggest things was John Cena and CM Punk and Ron Killings recreating that pipe bomb. Did y'all fit? It was 11 years ago. Oh no, I'm sorry. It was 14 years ago. Matter of fact, June 27, 2011 was the Raw when CM Punk did the pipe bomb. Yes. That everybody niggas was writing. They was using that for hooks in their rap songs. Were y'all feeling the nostalgia when you saw Punk sitting on the table, on the Slim Jim table in downtown? You was feeling away?
Oh man, well, hey, look, for me that was very exciting. It was very nostalgic. You know, brought you back to that fateful night at the Thomas and Mack Center with CM Punk getting on John Cena after R-Truth whooped his ass. You know, and now you got CM Punk laying there with his ass whooped, and now John Cena laying down the law to him. I like it. And first of all, when John Cena got up there on them turnbuckles, I was like, that nigga not about to sit Indian style, is it? No,
I don't believe we
ain't
can
about
use
to do
that
no
term
crisscross
anymore,
applesauce on the top rope.
Crisscross
Crisscross
applesauce.
applesauce
Yeah,
is the preferred. Yeah.
But no, but hey man, he went in. He told that boy. He told him he was fake. He told him he was garbage. He told him, you know, he let him know.
Mm-hmm.
And after all these years, John Cena clapped back.
Mm-hmm.
He was clapping.
Clapped back on him with the pipe bomb. That was the Megaton bomb.
He was clapping. He was talking about he was shouting out Matt Cardona's.
Yes, and Claudio Cesaro and all them.
Facts.
A very shooty promo. He shot himself into a work or something.
I hate those socks.
I hate those sneakers.
I hate the socks. I hate the sneakers. Yeah.
I hate his pale skin.
Mm. He's milky white skin. Corey had to explain it to me. Because
the pipe bomb.
Mm-hmm. Because I liked it. It because that pipe bomb, that Punk pipe bomb, was the first Raw that I watched coming back to wrestling. It was the first one, and I didn't understand what. Like, I thought it was super. Like, I was, mesmerized by what was happening at the time, and but I couldn't decipher if it was real or not because it felt super real. And so I had to ask my son, like, "Hey, what's going on? Is this real?" And then that's when he kind of explained to me what was happening. In terms of what happened that night and what happened, that night and what happened 14 years ago, I didn't correlate it because, excuse me, my brain isn't wired like that.
Oh, I saw it.
So I didn't. It was interesting to see that he said that on the buckle that, that's where his mind went. And a couple of people also said that. So, and then he made some references that he felt like he correlated back to 14 years ago as well.
Well, even outside of the actual work, because I mean, John Cena did a very good job of taking what he must have went to Genius and saw everything that CM Punk was saying and was kind of like converting it to how it would correlate to their relationship. But the fact that it was a John Cena R-Truth match that CM Punk interfered in 14 years ago on Friday that turned into CM Punk setting crisscross applesauce for the pipe bomb. Because in that ring was John Cena crumpled up in the table. You know what I'm saying? And it was after there was once I realized how many different points there were to the last one and seeing him waving to the camera and trying to make sure that he was getting all that shit off. Like, it was. I watched it again before we record. It's funny. Punk's is better. What you say, Mimi?
It was entertaining.
It was entertaining. It was entertaining, especially for I was looking in the crowd trying to see how many people who were there who were recognizing what was going on as it was going on. And there were some faces kind of you would see people like look at their homie and just start smiling and be like, "Oh shit, do you see what's going on right now?" It's a dope moment. I thought it was a dope moment anyway.
So the only thing, the thing that is easily going to make Punks better is that there is no point of reference for Punks.
Right.
Punks was, is this real?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Talking about Paul Heyman and all the people. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Paul Heyman guy, and he was talking about Colt Cabana. He won't talk about Colt Cabana now. But like... Punk's pipe bomb had the luxury of being the first thing, right? And so, yes, immediately I'm gonna talk like 2-3 bars in. I was like, this is the remix,
right?
This is the remix, but it was good. I thought it was dope. I thought it's the best thing Cena's done since he's been back. But yeah, I think the comparison is gonna. Always take a little bit off of it because we knew what he was doing, and there isn't that oh my gosh, is this real moment, right? It's just I thought it was a dope promo, and I think because it's the hot story now, and we'll get to like Raw later, but then we got a big promo from Seth
Yeah.
at the beginning of Raw, and I feel like that joint was wild vanilla because we just got
Well, nah,
the
but
whole
talk
thing on
about that.
Friday.
I mean, because we are in a realm right now where at some point we could be getting the final Rollins Cena situation, and I mean, Rollins out there talking about I'm playing chess instead of checkers, and I don't know if I resonated with this as much as I resonated with this. Nostalgia aside,
Right?
the way that Cena delivered the storyline compared to whatever Rollins is trying to do right now, I don't know if I feel this as much as I feel this.
I will say Punk was laid out for too long in the middle of
it
did something different there.
The YouTube video was like 11 plus minutes long, so yeah, no, he couldn't. It was a couple belt shots, but goddamn,
yeah, it was all right. Yeah, he ain't dead. He ain't shoot the nigga.
He ain't shoot that nigga. Damn, it's a lot of people injured though. Talking about niggas getting shot. They had the right. I mean, hey, well, because I mean, you know,
we're niggas getting blown away.
We're in the post, Liv Morgan getting injured, messing everything up world right now. Chad Gable is injured. I didn't even see what happened. Like, I don't know what his injury is, and they wrote him off of TV on Raw after that interaction with Penna. He's supposed to be getting surgery in July.
Yeah, word on road is Grande Americano has a similar injury.
Yes. It's
wild. Back.
It's wild how that works.
God's paying them back. That's all that is.
That's what happens.
Revenge.
Exactly.
Yeah. Dia de los Muertos.
This is the Mummy 5. No. And I mean, and the thing is, speaking of injuries, Kevin Owens was on. He had a conversation with Cody Rhodes the other day, and he was talking about how whatever's going on with his spinal cord situation, he's got to get that dealt with before they can have a surgery. So,
that's serious.
What was his exact?
He basically said
he has to wait for his spinal cord to heal before he's able to get surgery on it. It sounds like whatever was going on, he may have been wrestling with that situation a little too long. So before they could actually go in there and cut him open and do what they need to do to his neck.
What he said was he wrestled through it. They told him something was jacked up. And he had one more with Cody. And after Cody, they looked at him and said, "Nah, folk, you can't even get punched no more. Like you can't even take a hit." And then he said that they're letting it heal till I believe middle of July. Like see what he can do middle of July healing wise on his own, and that will determine how far they go in. And
that's been since February. It's been since Royal Rumble, right? Because he had that match with Sami Zayn. They was beating each other with chairs or whatever.
Oh my God, I can't.
Yeah, it was actually kind of tough to listen to. He said it cool. He wasn't emotional about it, but then just putting it in perspective. Real. First of all, how great Kevin Owens has been his entire career. Since,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Since Ring of Honor and all that.
Since he had the white boots.
Yeah. It's because you sit and we still haven't heard hiding on head from Big E.
Right.
This sounds worse.
This sounds way worse. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He said the other thing he said was that like recently, like the last month or so, he's felt absolutely fine. He said absolutely fine until last week. He said every single symptom of someone with a spinal cord injury he's had in the last week.
Shit.
And yeah, it was like if you get a chance, watch him and Cody had a real nice conversation.
Well,
that part of it was kind of rough to listen to.
The longest video from that conversation was that I saw was Kevin Owens talking about Matt Cardona, speaking to John Cena, because he was like, what, for Matt Cardona, the king of the indies, for somebody who you know wants to come back to WWF or whatever, like he sure loves talking about being in the indies or whatever. Like it was ill to see him have that type. He made Cody Rhodes had a spit take he was drinking whatever he was drinking. He that shit came. He spit that shit right back out. But
I would too.
Jesus. Currently, AJ Francis has put Mike Santana in a trash can on TNA. While
he turned on Mike Santana, y'all should have
Mooth was there.
Mooth match happened during the intro.
No, was he still in the trash?
No. Fortunately for Santana, Mooth was not still in the trash.
Now I feel like Moose's legacy trash at this point. Like he just was
Mooth may be the can.
He's definitely.
It's like him and Oscar down there together. Come on.
He's definitely the can. The whole ass.
The whole ass can. The whole.
I don't like vodka.
Oh, they're in the garbage.
Don't come to my party with the Wheatley vodka. I'll tell you that.
Don't come to my party with vodka. Period.
That's a good point too. It's gotta be mixed. If I'm drinking vodka, it's got to be mixed and it's got to be early. I'm talking like 2 in the afternoon.
Some niggas like vodka. Somebody going to drink vodka. Vodka is a very popular drink.
It is.
It still is. It's easy.
In New York, it's not very popular amongst some crews.
Vodka soda
is popular everywhere. Diddy Juice was jumping off the shelf a couple months ago.
That's oil and
was it?
Yeah.
Johnson and Johnson's in
Sliding on the oil.
A couple years ago, everybody was drinking Ciroc. Ciroc was a big deal.
It was Ciroc, yeah. Is that baby oil?
Right.
Vodka and cranberry is a staple.
It's the one staple, yeah. That's a real
staple for old niggas.
What?
I ain't seen nobody ordering that.
I ain't been outside
no more.
Vodka cranberry? It's a bar staple.
It's a staple. I would say it's a staple.
It is a staple.
If I was 18 going to the bar, let me get a vodka cranberry.
No, you wouldn't.
It's easy.
You would say, let me get a tequila and something.
They drink tequila now. But then everybody has tequila.
Yeah,
tequila has a
tequila right now.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. Let me
straight
really quick.
No,
ice and lime.
Why do everybody now, like, you get a whole bunch of niggas talking about like they tequila expert? Well, I prefer reposado.
Let me get that Casamigo.
Reposado last week.
Yeah.
Like, listen, I think tequila is the fad right now.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Indeed.
That really drink don't be drinking no new. Niggas don't be drinking that new stuff.
Todd Smitty, what you doing? What old niggas you drink that Parmesan? You and 4 old niggas splitting the
You
Parmesan.
old and you from DC, aren't you?
Right around that table, sleep.
Drink a Parmesan.
Parmesan is definitely a poison that made itself around the country.
Oh yeah,
I'm not drinking that mess. I like to wake up nice. That
Parmesan's a lot. Yeah, exactly. That's a lot.
Man, that's a fact. Yeah.
Who is this?
What do you mean? Who is this?
Pierce OG. That's triple OG.
That's Pop.
Shout out Triple OG. Happy belated Father's Day.
What's up, O?
Quadruple
bourbon
OG.
and whiskey. Yes.
We're talking about Chad Gable.
I can't do no yak. I mean, I can, but I don't prefer it.
I don't do it no more.
Really?
You do tequila too?
I do. Yeah,
I like cognac.
You a thought? You a whole.
Tequila tastes so good. Like it tastes like
rum and Red Bull.
Yes.
Red Bull.
Rum and Red Bull. That's some.
That's some
and
red.
That's the song. Yeah.
You're damn right.
That's one of the songs you add to the cruise playlist. Wait, DDM was it?
And Red Bull.
They had to have been. They had to have been. That's how it goes.
Downtown, what they was drinking when you was outside?
Oh man,
Muscatel.
Black Watch.
No, God.
Black Watch?
Black Watch.
What is that?
Yes.
Vodka.
That's rubbing alcohol.
I was more of a malt liquor. I was more of a malt liquor kind of guy. I drank, Cane Cobra and stuff like that.
I've seen
You know,
domestic.
Colt
I
45.
have really seen domestic disputes off of
Domestic
off of Black
violence?
Watch.
What is a
Domestic
Black Watch?
violence.
I've never heard of that.
Is
It
It's
vodka?
rubbing alcohol. It's
It's back.
basically
It's back.
medical grade rubbing alcohol.
Medical
Look at
grade.
this
What?
shit. Black
Yeah.
Watch.
Oh, it's
Black Watch.
vodka?
Yeah, Black Watch, one of the greatest
Yes.
shows on
Black Watch.
Black Watch. This shit.
one of the greatest shows ever.
Piece of the Patreon.
I've never seen that in my life.
Yes, I am 21 years old. You can't buy it. She said unavailable.
They like,
It said nah.
I said we are
You
not
ain't-
gonna be responsible.
You not getting us, nigga. Petite Seller said nah.
I definitely Black Watch. Listen, the third shot of Black Watch make you say what you say every time.
What you say?
I'm motherfucker.
You ain't lying.
What you say?
You ain't lying.
I'm dead.
Hey, boy, that Black Watch, boy.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Rolling
Jesus.
down the street in that Datsun. I remember them days, boy.
Not the Datsun.
Drinking that Black Watch.
Me and Tony Brown gonna get Black Watch to sponsor
Hey,
us.
if Pop's still in the chat, shout out to the feather duster. Shout out to the powder blue feather duster. Speaking of
Piece of pops in the chat. Speaking of the Black Watch, TNT, NXT this week, 5 TV matches. 4 of them had a bunch of black people in it. The only TV match that didn't have black people in it was the match where it was a Heritage Cup. It was Tony D'Angelo and Sparks.
Stacks.
Shannon Stacks Lorenzo. That's the only match that didn't have black people in it. Mind you, we're talking Trick Williams beating Josh Briggs in the 11th TNA title defense of 2025. The 6th that was on NXT TV. Javon Evans, Tavion Heights, Ricky Saints, Ashanti Adonis, and Lash and Jada being in that fatal. That's the blackest television show on TV right now.
Yes.
And we ain't even talking about Jasper Troy. And Obafemi.
That's a brother on the rise right there.
Nah.
That Jasper Troy. I watch him on that LFG. Man, he on his way. He on his way up. You got Ola Fendi. Number one on the BRP. You got him. You got all the brothers and sisters down on the NXT, and it's only a matter of time. I'm waiting for them brothers to move up the ladder, get called up to the main roster. You know what I mean?
Mike Santana just bust AJ France in the head with a bottle and beat him on TNT TV. But I'm glad you said that, Downtown, because I got a theory. Every time they talk about Jasper Troy on NXT television, they have to mention Booker T. Why? Because he was the coach of this man season 1 LFG. So much so that when they returned for the premiere season 2, they had to make sure that they had the Tyra May Steele and the Jasper Troy matches from when they got officially on NXT up on the show.
Yes. Can't forget that gal.
When on NXT facts at Olympian on NXT this week, when Jasper Troy attacked Javon Evans, he had the conversation with Obafemi. They made sure to be like, Booker T, you saw the vision. This man's about to be to the top. What if Booker T is becoming the modern era Bobby Heenan? I don't know if he's going to have a family, but I'm saying there's only piece of Tasha Jones. There's only so many people who they're recognized as being pro wrestling minds. They're able to do commentary on their own. He got a whole gimmick with Trick Williams' entrance that ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Right.
But then if you watch LFG, not only is he's so behind Jasper Troy that conversation bleeds into the NXT TV. But when you watch LFG, he gets pissed off. He's pissed
Yes.
Because Undertaker wife is bogarting the entire situation because they already saw the work that he put in last season.
Yes, that's right.
If Booker T is established on NXT, Booker T, he got Wes Lee calling him out on Reality of Wrestling on this past week. Booker T may be the new Bobby Heenan.
I would not be mad at that. To see Booker T change into like a ball, well, in addition to being a broadcast journalist, also being a manager to a superstar and a great heel character, because he is obviously very capable of doing that. We done seen that.
I need it.
And I feel that very possibly in the near future, Jasmine Troy could be the man that he's
a start.
That he pushes forward, and the man that's right by his side, Booker T, Jasmine Troy, up there, top stars, NXT, WWE, whatever it is, and other stars as well. Hey, Booker T, he would be the man for that job. He'd be a great man for that job.
I may need it. It's dope. I don't know.
Yeah.
It shouts out Corey Graves. Corey Graves did a good job this week.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Graves been taking it easy, ain't he?
I mean, hey, Corey Graves said, "Hey, let me be quiet and just do the work, and people see it." He did a great job on Raw, and I'm watching him on NXT. He's doing a great job on NXT as well. Like, hey, just kill him with your consistency.
He did a good job at Worlds Collide.
He did. He did a great job on Worlds
Collide. Who didn't?
Well,
Did we talk about how bad Conan was?
What Sean Tragedy, who's not around? Sean Tragedy said it was too much wrestling to be live with us this week. He said I'll tap in next week, but pause. He told me to watch the Spanish feed of the Night of Champions. I watched the main event with Conan, and I'm glad I rewatched it without.
Come on, listen. Shout out to K Dub, legendary, all that.
Right.
Commentary. That is amazing.
Wait a second. Night of Champions is when?
Night of Champions. Hey,
Saturday.
30.
Okay.
Hold on.
Oh, 30, 1 p.m.
Look at it.
Eastern Standard Time. This is afternoon wrestling, just like Jesus Christ.
That's right. The champion, man of Damon.
Other way.
The reigning, defending, Nostradamus of this wrestling shit still.
Nigga.
Man of Damon. That's right. That's right. One way or another, whatever way you flip it, whatever way, hey.
Whatever way you flip it and bounce it.
That's right. Who the champion?
Really?
I mean, hey, that's what they say. The Dominic Mysterio.
That's the way you like it, you know what I mean?
If that's the way you like it. The Dominic Mysterio AJ Styles match is off the card. I guess Dominic Mysterio is injured.
Yes.
But I don't think anybody heard anything about him being injured until Monday Night Raw this past Monday. Same thing with Chad Gable. I think they kind of made those decisions on that show. If you want to put that, you wild piece of OG. First match. Let's run from the. We'll do what we do. We'll go from the least to the most. Yo, my browser is wilding right now. What the fuck?
Yeah, I know you should have been looking at which account you was looking at.
Not even. It's hold up. Let's go. Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross.
Sami Zayn.
Damn, that was quick.
Gross.
Hold up. Mimi said Sami Zayn. Champ, you said Karrion Kross?
Gross. I didn't say anything.
Gross.
Who said Kross?
That was me representing for the champion.
Oh.
Kross.
That's final?
Tony Brown.
Hey, you heard the man.
Hey, say less. Make it
Kross.
Sure.
Gross.
Gross.
Oh.
Shit. I'm going with Karrion Kross as well. Just because I don't like Sami Zayn.
I got a Tennessee, get it up to Tennessee.
DDM? It's a weird one, I know.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch
There you
a
go.
pig and pie show. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Mhm. I'm with it.
Gross.
Gross.
Oh,
Gross.
Who you got, brother fam?
gross.
Gross. All right, bet. One down.
Trilla.
I don't even know why this is on the card. Speaking of matches that
It's dumb. It's called We Need Sami Zayn over in Saudi. Look it up.
Next up, speaking of people that may need, I guess, Rhea Ripley versus Raquel in a street fight.
Snooze.
Yeah.
Rhea.
Mimi says Rhea. I'm back and forth.
Let me go and get Rhea originally.
Brother Fam says Rhea. Is Yami on this show? Shit.
Shout out to Yami.
I'm going Raquel.
Yeah, I'm going Raquel too. Mr. D really took the words out my mouth. Roxanne comes out so they can be.
No, DDM. That was my thought as well. I don't know what you're talking about. DDM. That was my thought as well. Roxanne Perez. Is she in Saudi Arabia?
Stay in there, boy.
Right. So try to give them a chance to be able to build the Raquel Roxanne dynamic so that Roxanne can help her with those belts.
Yeah, they started on Raw, and shout out to the internet that motion that Raquel had to assist Roxanne up. There's a very similar video of her doing that with Liv. Mr. D said, "Damn, that was so bad, I had to put the pause on it." That's crazy.
What about that?
Math.
What we doing?
Yeah, what we doing?
Tony Brown, go ahead.
Personally, I'm gonna say Raquel Rodriguez gonna win that.
Rodriguez.
I love it. All right. Next match. Next match. Jacob Fatu defending. He's defending United States Championship against Solo Sikoa.
I hate you so low.
Facts. That's what's really going on right now.
Jacob.
I probably still shouldn't say nigga.
Yeah, I mean,
who gonna check me?
Don't say it right now. Mimi said Jacob.
That nigga that sit there with 6 cuts in his eyebrows trying to wild out.
Wild out. Wild out. Was that a Jim Jones song? Wild out?
No.
That's LOX.
Yeah. That was Rough Riders LOX.
See?
Yeah, see, exactly.
I try to give him one.
No, I understand. I tried to do it for New York.
Real rap, give me Solo.
This is an interesting match. I will say that. It's an interesting time only because SummerSlam is a month later. Not even a month later, like weeks later.
Man, now.
I'm going Jacob Fatu.
Fatu.
I'm gonna say Jacob Fatu as well.
Who you got, DDM?
Y'all know what I mean?
DDM?
I'm going with my baby father in the Raiders jersey.
I love it. I'm with it. Because I want to save the King and Queens for the end of the show. Next up is Jonathan Cena taking on Charles Manson. Punk. The undisputed WWE Championship is on the line.
Let me get the practitioner of Thugonomics.
I understand that. You saying the same thing, Mimi? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Cena's winning this as well.
Bam, bam, bam.
Damn, say less.
John Cena. That's right. Hustle, loyalty, and respect.
DDM.
DVM.
Oh, sorry.
You right.
LeJohn.
I understand.
LeJohn.
Yeah,
LeJohn.
It's anonymous. Everybody said John Cena.
Facts. All right.
Hold on. Sean Tragedy is here.
Sean Tragedy is here.
Okay.
What
Sean
he say?
Tragedy's playing.
What do you say?
CM Kid. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
He pushed the kid earlier today.
Did he?
Where?
Yeah.
In Saudi Arabia?
Out his way. Yeah, out his way.
Mm-hmm. Move, bitch.
I didn't
Get
see
out
that.
the way.
In the airport?
Bitch.
No, on the damn, like it was a little kid that was trying to. It was him Orton. It was him and Orton and John Cena, or
he
somebody
said,
else.
It was just him and Orton. It's like,
And literally pushed him out the way.
I mean, hey.
Move, bitch.
Get out the way.
Oh no! The
I understand.
Charlie.
The Queen of the Ring tournament finals going down at Night of Champions as well. Jade Cargill versus Asuka. I'm going Jade Cargill. I'm going Jade Cargill, and I think I don't want to say too much. Who y'all got?
You give me Jade. I'll take Jade.
Fam says Jade. Who else?
Let's see what we gonna do here. Gonna go out on a limb here. Gonna say Asuka. Gonna take this one. It's gonna be some foolery. It's gonna be some tomfoolery going on with it, but
you think?
Okay. Feel like we gonna get Asuka.
God dang, y'all put some A1 on that goddamn video of CM Punk, didn't y'all?
I didn't see that. I didn't see it.
God dang.
Mimi DDM. Damn, it's a tough match, huh? It's a tough one.
No, it sounds wonderful.
This is a tough one, huh?
That shit is deafening.
I mean,
listen.
Let's be real.
Talk about all the good things and the bad things.
I took a sip of that beer. I wasn't even ready. Hold on. Wait, I'm sorry. I didn't introduce this properly. Hold on one second. DDM and Mimi. Who y'all got in Jade Cargill versus Asuka for the Queen of the Ring tournament final? And I didn't even say the winner of this match gets a world title match at SummerSlam on their respective brand.
Yes.
DDM, I'm gonna let you go first.
No, ladies first.
Ladies first.
Y'all
ladies first. Ladies first.
Y'all some sucks right now. Toughen up, y'all.
Ladies first. Ladies first.
Stand up.
No, hey, Cal, put on the summer jam.
Yeah, wait, hold. Yeah, actually, you know what? Hold on. Matter of fact, let me make sure I do this correctly. Who y'all got?
Summer jam screen, Cal.
My fault. Who you got, Mimi? Who you got in this match? Asuka versus Jade Cargill, Queen of the Ring tournament final. Night of Champions Saturday.
Let me look at the chat. Hold on.
Look at the chat.
Move the chat out of here.
You got sunglasses on. You can't see no goddamn chat.
Look at the chat. Chat ain't helping you at all right now.
What is the point?
I got a 7 a.m. flight now.
Damn.
You'll be behind a nigga like this in McDonald's.
Get the Egg McMuffin. You know you want the Big Mac.
You still got Big Macs.
I'm sorry, Mimi.
I get a triple quarter pound.
Damn.
Let me get, because I need you to shut up.
What is it, Mimi?
Said it wrong now.
So fun, ain't it?
You gotta say it. We got to get out of here at some point.
Mimi said Cody Rhodes.
You was a damn lie.
Just
we'll
I
get
am going to go. I'm gonna stand on business,
okay.
and I'm gonna go with Asuka.
Damn. EDM.
the hate is real.
Look, this nigga giggling. Nah, cut the
DDM. Oh yeah, wait. One second. I'm sorry. DDM.
Going on now. Going on.
And 10 toes down. 10 toes down.
Where you at? I don't care.
The hate is real.
I don't
It's
care.
not hate. It's
No,
not
it's hate.
hate.
It's
If you okay, you should have came on the buckle to hear what I had to say, and you wouldn't be saying it's hate. It's not hate.
I listened to that in our group chat with pure hate. Pure
vitriol.
It's not vitriol. It's wanting. It's
not even
It's constructive.
happening.
It is not constructive.
No, wait. What's the answer?
To you.
No.
What's the answer
I know
though?
what that means.
What's the answer, DDM? Who you got?
What Cosby saying? Words mean things. That's because Joe.
Words mean things.
Who you got,
Oh my
DDM?
God.
Jade Cargill, Oscar, Queen of the Ring tournament final.
Jada Kiss or Oscar?
You're right.
Jada Kiss or Alchemist?
Oscar the Grouch.
Damn.
Well, we're just doing predictions, so we're not doing comments.
That's funny.
So we're just doing predictions. So, Asuka has gotten enough wins. She had an excellent showing on her comeback. And, she had a great showing last week. So, from a storyline and from a character perspective, her character looks strong.
Mm-hmm.
So if she takes the loss, it won't be bad for her. Plus, she has a track record and people. She can take a loss and be fine.
Okay.
You got
This is supposed to be this is supposed to be the wrestling crown. Although we know that that's not the case here.
Get us there.
Come on. Hit the hook. Hit the hook.
So I'm going to. It's only 10:17. We still got time. I am going to.
I love it.
Oh man.
I got a minute phone, Dap. It's Boost Mobile over here, baby.
I am going to go against what I think should happen and go with what I think is going to happen.
And my tag team is speaking for the collective.
Okay.
My tag team partner is speaking for the collective. You are speaking for the collective. You are speaking for the both of us.
You're what?
What? He can't hear me?
No, he's stuck in the hate realm.
Okay. So I'm going to go with
The
we go
hatred.
back on screen. I need to see y'all.
Hold on 1 sec. I'm sorry.
I'm going to go against what I think should happen and go with what I think is going to happen. And I'm going to go with Jade Cargill.
I'm gonna get off business. I'm gonna get off my business, and I'm gonna go with my tag team partner.
Wow.
And match that because everything that he said is I agree with and I go along with.
I just want.
All right. Well.
Get us to the next match, Cal. God damn.
Last match of the night. And I will say,
Cal, love wins.
Yeah.
You got shut up.
This is a rare.
It's two things we don't really discuss.
Huh?
It's two things we don't really. It's two people we really don't discuss on this show anymore, and those two people are Charlotte Flair, Jade Cargill. Because we have our opinions, and I'm going to enjoy watching Asuka wrestle herself on Saturday.
Damn. All right.
I hope she don't break her back though.
All right. Speaking of, I guess
know.
wrestling yourself.
I'm sure
You already
do.
got a bad news.
As y'all picked her.
Roxanne did it on Friday. You can do it. You can do it. Roxanne just did it on Monday.
Love wins. Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, King of the Ring tournament final again. The winner of this match,
Randy Orton.
They get a match against their respective world champion on their brand. Mimi already said Randy Orton. Randall. He never called me nigger Orton.
We right back to hate.
Didn't he say it? I'm sorry.
That clip hit my IG
I
the other
think
day.
neither one of these men should be in this tournament.
I
think neither one of these men should be in the tournament. I think that this tournament is supposed to be for the next star. This is supposed to be kind of like a tournament of Intercontinental Champions.
Stop.
I just don't.
King of the Ring that had prestige.
Stop.
The last time we thought about King of the Ring, Roman Reigns stepped on goddamn Xavier Woods' crown. That goddamn King Gunther.
Stop.
That crown don't mean nothing.
Stop.
But Cody's going to win.
Stop.
Neatly.
I think this is all a farce.
Well, I mean, that is what pro wrestling is.
Oh yeah, it's a stage show. It's just that I don't like this episode.
Right.
Fair enough. That's fair. That's super fair.
Yes.
Can you bring up our faces?
One sec. Okay.
Did you see? This is that goes in here.
Here we go.
Talk to him.
And says, on the Queen of the Ring, this is the wrestling. Like, this is for the wrestling.
I heard that.
King of the Ring matters. King of the Ring does not anymore. Queen of the Ring holds a little bit more weight to that division.
Tony Brown.
Yeah.
Give our pick.
All right.
Because Mimi on some bullshit.
Wait. Mimi said Randy Orton.
Your cousin just said that Roman stomped on a crown and it don't mean nothing. That's what your cousin just said.
Wasn't my opinion.
Yeah, I said
it. Fam, who you said was going to win? Did you give a pick?
Oh, yeah. Weekly, neatly, baby. Weekly, neatly.
That's
semi-discreetly.
I'm going with Randy Orton.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, you got Randall K. Orton. Okay. Well, with the powers vested in me,
fair enough.
I'm gonna say Colby Raheem Rhodes.
What?
He's gonna walk out as the king of the ring. And
what's up with you telling the cops? RKO Raheem.
Matt Damon gonna walk out as the king of predictions.
Okay.
And that's my prediction.
I almost said Cub's real name.
Yeah, don't do that. DDM, did you give a prediction?
No, I didn't.
Okay, I didn't think so.
No, to respond to Mav's, statement, I do think the King of the Ring is for the wrestler. I think both of these guys are good wrestlers, but they're not Gunther level wrestlers.
Who's not on this show at all.
So that when I say that, meaning that, it's not at that level. Now, to be fair, it hasn't been about that for a very long time. But if you're trying to take, this whole thing about, trying to mirror themselves at the UFC and being taken seriously and being looked at, it's when you do stuff like this, that's just not, it's like your sports entertainment, honey. Live in it, own it, be who you are, be the best at that.
Right.
As far as this match is concerned, they're building Cody's story. They're trying to make him not a GOAT, I don't think, but they're trying to give him, he needs those accolades. So he hasn't been King of the Ring yet. He's been WWE champion. He's a 2-time Royal Rumble winner.
Right.
He doesn't have a Money in the Bank briefcase, so a King of the Ring would add to his stats and further position him as the new face of the company for some years to come, which they're trying to do. So I'm going to go with Kodak, even though I would like to have Randy, get a shot at the 16th title that he's never going to get,
Right.
or the 15th title that he's never going to get. But I'm going to go with Kodak for this.
My whole choice for picking Randy Orton. I don't know what they're trying to do with John Cena at SummerSlam, but I wonder if they're trying to go one more Orton Cena SummerSlams.
Cody could win because you could feed him to John Cena.
Cody winning.
Randy could win because you can feed Randy to John Cena. It won't make a difference.
Yeah, it's one of those things, right? It's if you want Cody to win the title back from John Cena at SummerSlam, this is it just makes sense. If you want to do a little bit more trickery, maybe even some conversation about Randy Orton being getting that extra win to getting closer to Cena's record. There's play for if you're going to do it, the time is now.
Also, this match adds a bit of prestige to what I was saying earlier about kind of the King of the Ring not really being that big of a deal.
Right.
Randy Orton Cody match is a big deal.
Cody was in it last year, right? It was him and Gunther.
And it'll be good for what's his name next year.
Yeah, you won.
So I mean, it's that they're going to play up the fact that Cody won it last year and he's in it now. They're going to play up the fact that Randy Orton has got X amount of years left and he's so far from behind Cena's. I could write the vignette before the match right now. There's just accolades that can stack on top of that.
Okay. Wasn't Gunther the King of the Ring last year? He was the one last year, right? And then he went on to the SummerSlams and beat Damon Priest. And
Is that how he got the title?
Yeah, that's how he won the belt. Yeah. So that was Gunther last year.
Yeah, that was Gunther.
Yeah, that was that thing.
So you think Randy Orton could?
He beat Orton, didn't he?
I don't remember who.
Yes. No, you're right. Because I've been meaning to rewatch. Matter of fact, God damn it, you're right. I've been meaning to rewatch that match. That was a good ass match.
That was
a good ass match. That Gunther Randy Orton, but Gunther beat it because Gunther was on that run. He was on that run clean to Mania, if I'm not mistaken.
That one, yes.
Yeah.
Knew they played.
Right. Was that the only person that saw that Brock Lesnar shit?
I didn't see it. I don't know what you're talking about.
What happened?
You're saying that Brock
he may be back?
Yeah.
I feel like they say that every pay-per-view at this point.
In Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Was that on? I'm assuming I was the
only
person to see that.
I didn't see it.
I don't know.
I got him this over there, boy.
I've not checked news since an hour or so before we went live. Speaking of random,
Brock Lesnar showed up. I like Brock Lesnar.
It would be a paradigm shift.
Brock Lesnar, the nigga killer? Nah, I'm cool.
I'm basing it off his last run. I liked him. He only is. That's his booking.
He is booked as a nigga killer. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's the second best book wrestler of all time.
No, yeah, Vince loved him. No, but it made sense. I mean, whenever he was around, they said, "Boom." Yeah, that's him right there.
They gave him the streak.
That's him right there.
Everything you need to know.
100%. We talked about Kevin Owens. Random news. PSA. Monday Night Raw, June 30th. This coming Monday. It's going to start at 6:00 Eastern Standard Time. They're going to be doing. We talked about it last week. SmackDown's going to be back to 2 hours starting July 4th, next Friday. they're going to be recording that first 2-hour SmackDown after Raw this Monday because they're giving people off.
Pre-tape.
Yes, exactly. So if you're in Pittsburgh, you're going to get like a 4.5, 5-hour show, but it's going to start at 6 o'clock. So if you're on Netflix, 6 o'clock, afternoon wrestling.
I love a good afternoon wrestling.
Love a good afternoon wrestling. Vickie Guerrero.
What?
She reportedly been telling folks that she's gonna be back in a couple weeks in WWE. Conveniently,
I'm coming back.
Evolution is July 13th.
Excuse me.
I can only imagine how many. Is there anybody in particular you would want WWE to bring back for Evolution?
I think Vickie Guerrero makes sense for that particular pay-per-view. They got to start moving though on that card because Nikki Bella needs to be feud because Liv got hurt.
NXT's got the match. Jordan Grace versus JC Jane. Jordan Grace won the Fatal 4-Way, so that's the match for the NXT Women's Championship. But I'm not sure about the rest of the card.
It ain't got no damn card over there. I ain't seen no match. It's 2 weeks away.
Go get some ladies from over in TNA.
They said,
go get Tasha Steelz from over there.
They said Liv Morgan with that shoulder injury. Apparently, there was some stuff that was supposed to be going on that apparently whatever they was building had to get reworked. So, but I mean, Roxanne Perez, Julia, Stephanie Vaquer.
Yeah, it looked like they got Roxanne Perez gonna take over the spot from Liz Morgan.
Yes.
You know. By the way, you know who I want to see come back? I want to see Valhalla come back.
What?
No, thank you. She'll wash her feet.
Dirty feet.
Hey, speaking of Valhalla, did y'all
she had a baby?
Did y'all see that?
Said, good luck. Have a nice day.
Liz Morgan was giving an interview talking about she said Valhalla used to fart in the ring a lot. That's crazy to me. I ain't gonna lie. That's just crazy.
That's crazy to me too.
But I gotta say, if I had to think of a WWE superstar that fought a lot in the ring, I'd probably think that it was.
Oh, you rotten.
It was Valhalla. Well, it really that surprising when you think about it. Liz Morgan, boy, she fouled for letting that information out.
Yeah, you can't be telling people everything.
She fouled. That's crazy. She said she used to fart in the ring, and
that Viking food, yo.
And she said, it stank, but you don't really do a lot. You know what I mean? You don't make a big deal out of it. And she said, yeah, I love you. I love you, Val.
You got no cell to do
you a lot anyway.
We gotta get out of here.
That's crazy. That's crazy, Jack. Remind me of when Manny Fernandez and Big Bubba Rogers used to fart in the ring.
We gotta get
back
out
in
of
the
here.
day.
We can't do this shit no more.
That's neither here nor there.
We can't do this shit.
They have to build some stories for Evolution because they have the talent. They do not have the stories.
Yeah.
They've not built the programs for a.
But I feel like that. I feel like it's gonna be more of a showcase than because I feel like they just throwing it out there. I think it's just gonna be a bunch of like. It's gonna be like Forbidden Door, like a bunch of dream matches, a bunch of stuff. It's because there isn't. They didn't give themselves enough time to really make it.
That's what made it whack.
Well, that's what makes it whack. But I mean, what's going on with the women right now? I mean, after they've obviously built a Queen of the Ring match, the Queen of the Ring winner taking on that championship holder for SummerSlam. The other title holder could be an Evolution 2 match.
I mean, they were trying to set. I guess you get two of the main storyline matches on the pay-per-view, and then you let them just run actual wrestling, which
right. Well, you may have to. Stephanie Vaquer.
But like you were saying with Liz Morgan getting hurt, that kind of fucked up. They fucked up like the main event, which was
going to be. It was either going to be her and Nikki Bella or her and somebody else. Like she was in, and plus she's a tag title holder. Like there was like 2 or 3 storylines you could have done with Liv Morgan, but it sounds like whatever they were working on may have been setting up Evolution, so they had to figure out how to remix or whatever. And based off of Raw, I don't think they really. Damn, Randy Sneed. Shout out Randy Sneed Jr. He be in the comments. Vaquer is crazy.
Shout out to Quay.
Shout out to Neil Darkway.
Also, you don't have any Bianca Belair.
Is she? Do we think she's gonna be good? Because she's had broken fingers for a minute, right?
She got that.
It might have her make an
appearance. Championship ring gone? Is the championship ring gone up out of her finger?
She gonna have to do with Cardi B at SummerSlam. I would imagine they would want to have the two of them doing something in Jersey.
She's supposed to be back by SummerSlam, but she's not gonna make Evolution.
No.
Niggas leave early. Beyonce in town that night.
In where? She's in New York.
Oh, that's not. We think you talking about SummerSlam.
No, I was talking about Evolution.
No, I'm saying, is she in New York during that time, or is she in Philly or something like that? She close or
in Atlanta?
Oh, that's right. You gonna have diehard wrestling fans. It may end up looking like, if you go back and watch the making of Evolution 2018, it was a lot of like hard. It looked like an NXT crowd that was there. It was really diehard. I would hope it'd be bigger than that, but especially with the Great American Bash. What's the other pay-per-view?
That was the first night I met Corey.
Shout out.
No, Great American Bash should take place outside of Baltimore.
It's Great American Bash Saturday and Saturday's main event, and then Evolution is Sunday.
Same weekend, man.
That's it. Well, again, it was 4 or 5 wrestling shows on tonight during this pod. Shouts out to everybody who tapped in.
Not going on.
We got to get out of here. Miss Mimi, you got Black Rasslin of the week?
Naomi.
Shout out.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
Like
y'all know why.
Oh. Pete Naomi around SummerSlams. Pete Naomi now, but be locked in for SummerSlams, all I'm saying.
Yes.
DDM?
Use my shit.
I know you will. You got DDM.
Black Rasslin of the week. My Black Rasslin of the week is going to be Jade Cargill, because if you can make this work, baby, I got to give you your credit.
Nothing.
I love it.
Cal, do me a favor. We need that drop. You played yourself. You played yourself.
Congratulations.
So.
Brother fam.
So, I have 2.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to brother Andino, brother Suge D, all the good folks over at Fight Real Rap. They invited me in, let me do some backstage interviews this week, which was really cool. We had a good time doing that stuff. But also at the beginning, before the show, a little pre-meeting, there was a very nice speech made in the presentation to Andino of there was a storyline with 2 belts. And so once Suge D won, and at the conclusion of it, he took both belts. But what he did was he got the prototype belt, like refurbished and remade, like pristine. If you can see this,
that's crazy. Hold up.
And so brother Andino, being on the journey he's on right now, man, he said, listen, man, I don't want to touch that until I actually win it, man. So He said he asked me to hold on to this forum.
That's the whole
title.
That is a nice title, yo.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Fight, yo. Shout out the Pan African World Diaspora.
That is exquisite.
That is a beautiful ass title. God damn.
This is the best looking pro wrestling. This is the best looking championship in pro wrestling. I'm sorry.
That shit is exquisite, yo.
Yeah.
That's right.
Shout out to the good folks over there.
Bro, Matthew.
I got two as well.
Go ahead.
One, shout out to the good brother Duke Davis.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations, IWC champion.
For winning the IWC championship this weekend. It's been a long time coming. First black IWC champion. Go check that out. Second is a favorite of mine. If you don't know her, go check out Zoe Dubois. Came back to Black Swan. Came back to pro wrestling last week. Fire individual. Fire character. Go check out because I know you don't know her. Check out, but she is also going to be in some upcoming slap fights.
Word? Send me the link.
So
you said stat.
I do like slap fights. That's the only thing Dana White that I like.
Thank you, Didi. Thank you.
Nobody's slap.
They got now it's like the women's flyweight slap fights.
Oh, power
flyweight.
The 80-pound slapping motherfucker. Yeah.
I can't.
I ain't gonna lie, I watch that power slap show every week after AEW.
I love it. Same.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's real. Downtown.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry, downtown. What's
no,
we say, man?
Mr. D is that. Pardon me. My bad. My connection.
Yes, Mr. D. Promise Braxton. I'm sorry, versus Talia is June 28th in Reality of Wrestling. June 28th is also Ashe's Return to the King show. Shouts out to Brother Fam. I know he'll be out there. That's streaming for free.
Get us out of here.
That's streaming for free. That's on YouTube and Twitch. You see me?
Love Island, a new episode dropped.
Oh, my fault.
I don't like that.
Oda is on there.
Downtown, you got Black Wrestler of the Week?
Yeah, I got some Black Wrestler of the Week. Kyle, come on, man. You gotta get their names right, brother. You can't be on here getting people's names wrong and stuff like that, man.
I ain't shit.
Wait, look, everybody make mistakes sometimes. I understand. But anyway, my Black Wrestler of the Week is all them Black wrestlers that was shining and glistening on NXT on Tuesday night. And that's Javon Edmonds, Trip Williams, Ola Fendi, all of them.
Glistening NXT niggas. Gotcha.
All of them.
Who's the NXT champion?
What's a black ass show? That is a black ass show.
Oh, you mean the number one on the BRP 50, Oba Fendi?
Oba Fendi, that's right.
Who? Fendi man?
Who Edmonds?
I have so much respect for him. And that's right, Javon Edmonds.
Kenneth Babyface Edmonds.
Javon Babyface Edmonds. I love it.
Brother?
Yes, the younger.
Last Legend.
He was in that group.
I like all of them.
He was in that group on Soul Food. I seen him.
I was gonna say.
What was that name?
Who? What you mean? Who? Last Legend?
No, the group on Soul Food. What was the name?
The niggas?
Came on Evans.
Hold up. Soul Food R&B group name. Because it was a bunch of niggas.
Milestone. The Milestones.
Milestone.
God.
Named after Mr. Darnell.
Milestone. Yeah, the fictional group known as Milestone. Yes.
Right before Cousin Faith came through and crushed the buildings.
My Black Wrestler of the Week. My Black Wrestler of the Week. The best Black Wrestler match of the week that I watched before the show. Javins and Tavion Heights being able to do what the hell they did. Again, that's the blackest show on TV. That's the blackest wrestling show on TV. Damn, Sierra. Not this. I'm sorry. Sierra, I got you. Don't worry.
Goofy Love Island out of here.
we do got to get out of here. Miss Mimi. Where can the people find you on them social media? Me.
That I care for you.
That's right.
I'm sorry. Listen, you gonna catch me on the timeline talking about Love Island. I am addicted.
Pew. Pew. F Love Island.
They need a fucking Gen Z. I'm sorry, Gen X.
I've heard this.
And fucking millennial version because I can't take the Gen Z version of it.
I've heard they need different versions.
You can't do Gen X because Gen X niggas ain't got no feelings.
It's a wrap. Fuck you.
No,
that's it.
You want to touch me? Get the fuck out of here.
No, I sincerely think that there is a market for that. I think they should try just one season with emotionally intelligent people
I'm sorry.
So season 4 and season 6 are the two seasons that I watch, and the current season, but I feel like season 4 and season 6 were the last 2 seasons where there were real connections, and I feel like they operated like Gen X and millennials, and so I just really, really hope that they give one of those things, because this shit right here, it's buffoonery, it's dumbery, but you can't fucking stop watching it.
Blood clot.
It's a work. It's all a work.
Me.
It is all a work. It is, but it's addictive at the same time.
Where can the people find you talking about this stuff, though?
On the timeline, the socials is right there in your face. So
up in your whole face. DDM, you got a whole rap battle coming up soon?
Yes. So August 8th, the week after SummerSlam here in Baltimore, Maryland.
Okay.
Myself and my partner in this event, MC Bravado, we will be hosting the first edition of Battle Clash.
Shout out.
It is a rap battle tournament. 8 contestants, 1 title. We have an actual belt being made for Battle Clash. We're going to have the Survivor Series Cypher, and there'll be a performance from myself and MC Bravado as well.
Damn. And that's when?
So it's going to be a good time.
That's the week after
August
SummerSlam?
8th at Metro. Yeah, in Metro, Baltimore. We are getting a house DJ. I actually wanted to talk to Downtown Tony Brown, but I'll do that offline. And because Harvey Dent recommended you.
Two-Face nigga?
Yeah. He's a DJ in Baltimore.
Shout out Harvey Dent.
Good guy.
So, it's Goldust will be making an appearance. And
I love it.
And Bravado is doing his best Bret Hart, and we are going to have instead of a host, we're going to have commentary.
That's dope.
That's
all right.
That's dope. I love it.
All right.
Add Dapper Dan Midas on your social medias. Go make sure you go grab Goldust if you haven't already. Downtown Tony Brown.
Yeah, what's happening?
Where can people find you on them socials?
Oh, people can find me on Instagram and on the Twitter on the It's Downtown Baby.
Thanks.
Also, I want to plug something real quick.
Okay.
I just finished doing these interviews with this guy that's writing this book on a part of my illustrious career. Back in the 1980s, if anybody, none of y'all ain't never seen the Wild World of Wrestling.
Okay.
It's a book coming out called We Rule the World.
Oh shit.
Coming out later this year. And I gave my interviews for it. I gave my anecdotes and shit. And told everybody about, the things that was going on with me back then in 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, and all of that. But yes, I want y'all to follow his account as well. It's called Devin Miles wrote this. That's DEVIN. Miles, MILES wrote this.
Bet.
All right. Just straight on the cross like that. Go ahead and follow that, and you get some updates on that book. It's coming by like the end of the year or something like that. So that's something real cool that's going on too.
I love it.
Other than that, man, just I'm just out here, Jack. I'm all over the place, baby. You know what I mean? Look, if you can't catch me on the social medias, catch me at your local strip clubs and catch me at
on Love Island.
Possibly. You never know. You never know where I might be.
Never know.
All right. And also representing for this man right here. Because we doing a lot of, pop-ups and meet and greets and shit.
Meet and greets.
Yeah, we had
the meat raffle.
The meat raffle.
That's right. We at Townsend Town Center in front of the Auntie Anne's. We had all kind of places. Coming soon. My man,
meat raffle. Stop it.
You ain't invite me to the meat raffle?
No,
I love meats.
Show it to him. That's right.
Brother Fam. Goddamn.
IllFam790 in social media choice. Yeah, catch me outside, goddamn. How about that?
Not at the meat raffle.
Not at the meat raffle.
All right.
I'm off the market.
Well,
you're closed off?
Yeah, absolutely. I've been retired for 21 years. Come August 21.
Brother man.
All right.
Brother man. At Cal on Twitter. At Black Rasslin on Twitter.
Hold off too.
and Instagram. BlackRasslin.com is a website. Make sure you check out the BRP 50 for 2025. It's still some content low key percolate. Don't be surprised if you see something else pop out soon. Patreon.com/Black Rasslin. Oh, shout out to Muhammad Ali. Shout out to Antonio Inoki. Today is the 49th anniversary of their pro wrestling meets boxing match. Patreon.com/Black Rasslin. We examine whatever the hell they did back then and what it meant for the future. YouTube.com/Black Rasslin every Thursday night, 8:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 5 Mics Podcast Excellence. Next week we letting you know if Math's still the champion or not.
Without no doubt.
Oh, my fault.
He might keep it out because we don't care about Night of Champions.
God, yeah, SummerSlam is about a month or so away.
That's right.
He can keep that gift.
You might not care about no Night of Champions, but you gonna care about that damn SummerSlams, and he gonna win that one too.
We got to get out of here.
Serious.
Peace of the chat. Love rocking with y'all as always. Again, we'll catch y'all next week. More content. Ashe this weekend. As a matter of fact, 5 p.m. 30, YouTube, Twitch. You can watch that shit for free. It's a wrestling ass week. It's a wrestling ass weekend. Wrestling ass next couple weeks. Make sure you locked in. DDM, please take us out.
All my niggas in the whole wide world. Doom. All my niggas in the whole wide world. Being in the safest time for us. This shit is for us.